My name is Robin Nicole, and I was born on May 8th, 1972. I came in on the Heralds of Light frequency as a way shower of freedom, along with the energy of independence for all. I came to hold the light. I came to help make the world a better place to live in. I also came in with a Chiron wounding in Aries, which means I have a deep core wound around empowerment, self-worth, and rejection. My parents named me Robin, not just because the robin bird is the first sign of spring, but to remind me that I was born to fly, to spread my wings and soar through life, and that I am allowed to take up space in this world. I matter, and I can make a difference to myself and others. I come to finally remember, to finally break the chains that bind, to finally turn the key and open my heart to joy, peace, and happiness. I do this in so many ways that it is way too much to explain in a short bio. I am not just one thing, and I never feel as though I have arrived. As every moment new beliefs arise and new mysteries unfold, I change and evolve. I am light. I am and always will strive to make a difference, to help my fellow man grow and evolve around me, to teach by example, and to always speak my truth. I invite you to get to know me, explore through the eyes of Robin's world. My world revolves around color, around sound, around always seeking to connect fully with my higher self. When I am fully in balance, I create so many things. I am a way shower. I am an artist. I am a channeler of all that is. I am a starlight master who puts one foot in front of the other, even through the toughest of times, and push through adversity, to shine my light out into the world as bright as I possibly can. Hello, all you beautiful beings of light. It is, what is today? Today's July 23rd, 2023. 23 is the numbers for today. And I just wanted to come on and have a little chat about disappointment and how to work through disappointment. About when you find yourself in an oh no moment, just like this fairy. This fairy's the oh no, something happened. What I wish I just would want to just go back to bed. That I want to sink into a hole. I wish I just didn't get up this morning kind of feeling. When you have oh no moments, you have disappointed moments, when things don't go exactly the way that you had planned or the way that you had expected. And that comes around to expectations, and something that I've been trying to work through for the past few months. I think it's been since like at least April, where I have been learning to let go of all expectations about how everything is going to happen, about how everything is going to be in the outcomes and all that kind of stuff, how we're going to get there. And expectations on everything from friendships, relationships with other people, like to not expect anything from them, or for them to be what you would expect them to be, or what you would do in a friendship or whatever. As also like your work, your spiritual work, whatever it is that you're doing. Like for me, it's writing a book, It's putting together courses, it's putting together a retreat, it's making all these organite devices, it's creating art, creating things. And I don't necessarily, I've let go of the expectation. And then whenever a little bit of an expectation does creep up, then I have to go back because an oh no moment will come out. And then I have to know I need to let go of the expectation of how I thought that was going to happen. And so I just want to start out by going through some things that have been kind of like happening in my life around expectation, around oh no moments, around how I worked through them and how to get past them. I just wanted to, hold on. Before I start doing that, I just wanted to say like what I have in the background today. I actually sat here with my husband's, this is one of his paintings. I call it the Lemurian Wheel. He calls it nothing like that. And the expectations, so this piece of artwork he was creating, and it's huge. It's like 5 foot by 5 foot or something, maybe bigger than that. I don't know. 8 foot by 8 foot. It takes up the whole wall, as you can see right here, right? And he started creating this in 2019. He had a dream and he had put the things into it and he started creating it and going well. And then he had a stroke in the middle of it while he was working on this piece. And it took him 3 years to get this painting or to get this piece of artwork finished. And it changed and it evolved along the way, and it wasn't exactly the way it was when he started doing it, but then he ended up, he let go of all expectations that maybe I can't do things the way that I used to be able to do since before the stroke. And he let the expectation go that he would even finish this piece. And he just let himself heal, let himself get through. And because he had a hard time with concentration afterwards, and he would have to, when he would work on something, he would have to use all of his capacity in his brain to do what he needed to do. And then he would end up getting like really tired. He would get headaches and he would be really drained. And so concentrating on creating this art piece the way he would have done, where he would have been done like within like a week, took him 3 years to let go of the expectation of creating the piece and getting it done in like a timely manner. And it ended up being beautiful, and it ended up being totally different than what he expected it to look like at the end. And it's still beautiful and it's perfect and it's hanging here. So that, I just wanted to, I found that kind of ironic that I'm actually sitting here with his art piece standing in the background. And so for me, I've had my heart set on creating this retreat, and I have this vision, and I've had this heart, my heart set on the book and getting it published. And I had a few setbacks along the way because I didn't think I was good enough, or I didn't know really how to do it, or any of that. And so there was all kinds of things going around in my mind, and the most of it was, how am I going to pay for this? Like, how am I going to do this? We have a limited income, and it's just money doesn't just fly off the tree. And so I got very disappointed because I originally thought one person was going to help me publish my book. And I knew that I was going to have to save money. And then I got very shocked, I think last year, when I found out actually that this person charges so much money that it's like out of my out of my reach, really. And so I had to learn to twist my expectations that this person wasn't going to be the one that was going to publish my book, and that somebody would come along, if it was meant to be, if it was meant to happen, that somebody would come along the way to help me. And I didn't realize that it was me that's going to have to end up doing it in the end. And I had a lot of oh no moments around that. I had moments where I thought, oh, this is never really going to happen. But then I had to look at and be open to other ways of doing it. And so basically what happened was I just kind of thought, you know what, if it's not meant to be in print, then I'll just put it up as a PDF on my website. And then I could put like a donation button there, and people could get the PDF version, or like the e-version, I guess it would be. And they could, I have Ball Boy out here. He wants me to throw the ball. So just so you know, I got my Neo right here. And I have my neighbor, or my brother-in-law's dogs are all around. So if they start barking, I apologize. I just couldn't, I just needed to do the video. So I'm trying to think about what I was saying, because, okay, so basically I had to let go of that it was going to happen in a certain way. So I ended up saying, okay, if I meant to do this, maybe it is putting it up as a PDF, taking donations, and then I can self-publish. And then I don't know really how it's going to happen. But I told a friend last week, or 2 weeks, a week and a half ago, I said, I'm open to however it's going to happen. I'm not going to expect any certain type of outcome. And I'm open to whatever. And I'm even open to a magic fairy, okay? And to show up and help me publish this, right? And then all of a sudden, a magic fairy showed up in human form, as I kind of have told you, I think, in another video. And I met with this person, and she showed me that I can actually do this myself, and that it doesn't have to cost a huge amount of money. I just need to do a lot more of the work, which I'm not afraid to do the work. I'm not afraid to do what needs to be done to do this. I just needed someone to show me how, and to tell me that you can do this, Robin. And so I let go of all expectations, and now I'm all excited because I'm delving into self-publishing and learning how to publish this book without having to wait for another to show me or to do it for me, kind of thing. I got disappointed this week because I lost an opportunity to get up in front of a lot of people and speak on somebody's platform. And at first I was very disappointed because I had let go of expectations around these people. And I really thought, I think the part that really disappointed me the most was I really thought that views and subscribers didn't matter. And I really thought that these people were more interested in the integrity of a person and what they're bringing through than how many subscribers they have to their YouTube channel, how many views they have, how many, literally they wanted to know how many people I have on my mailing list. And for me, this work that I'm doing isn't about the numbers. It's not about how many people watch me, about how many subscribers I get, about how many views I have. To me, it's what's in my heart. It's my passion. It's what makes me get up in the morning and want to live. And so, I just, to me, I just cannot go to that place where I have to beg for people to hear me, beg for them to watch me, beg for them to follow me, beg for them to put love hearts on my videos, or beg for them to do whatever it is that I'm wanting to do. And to just let it grow organically. And then I got disappointed again because I finally got all of the information out for the retreat, and there was all of these people that were saying that they were excited and that they wanted to book, and they were coming and they were coming and they were coming. And then as soon as I sent the link out to the people, they send me back and tell me, oh, we're going to make other plans. We've decided to change our direction. And that really disappointed me and at first, but then I had to remember that maybe that person just wasn't supposed to be attending. And I need to kind of surrender to that and surrender and allow it to flow, not to change my expectations, to respect myself, not to change the price of the retreat, because whoever will come is meant to be there. And I have to push through the pain of being rejected, because it is rejecting when someone says, oh, I'm not going to come to your thing. And I have to understand that maybe it's just not meant to be that person coming to the retreat, or all these people that say that they're going to come. Maybe there's going to be other people that come that are really actually meant to be there that I don't even know who they are yet. So what we need to do is we need to push through any adversity, any pain, anything that we feel where we're disappointed. Let go of all the expectations and outcomes, and just keep expressing yourself, giving back to the world, and doing what makes your heart sing. Stand up, brush yourself off, and keep moving. Because you never know what can happen. The only job that I have, and then I just want to add to this by telling a story about what it is that we're meant to do, to like what we need to do like as a parent. So if I'm expecting my children to do what makes their heart sing and to follow through even when through the oh no moments, even when they feel disappointed, or even when they're maybe a little bit scared about doing it, thinking maybe this isn't going to work out. It's up to me to keep shining my light as bright as I possibly can to show my children that mom's doing it, so therefore I can do it. It's setting the example for your children. And I did that this weekend when I decided to move through my disappointments and find another way, because I'm really not out anything by trying to do this another way, because at the end of the day, this book is part of my passion. Everything that's in this book is what I'm here to bring forward to the world. And if it means that I have to dig deep and work a little bit harder and learn new skill sets along the way, then that's what I need to do. And it came up this week. My son, he's 16 years old now, or he's almost 16. He's right on the cusp of becoming 16. And he has this passion for coding, for programming, for creating video games, for just doing, he just loves coding. I mean, like, I'll go into his room in the middle of the night and he'll have like coding videos in the background from all these coders that will like be teaching how to like do this and how to do that. And they'll be kind of like, he falls asleep to it. It's like, this is what makes his heart sing. And he had this opportunity to go to a friend's house and spend, it was a 70, I think it was 72 hours of, it's called a game jam. Well, what a game jam is basically you get this, you have like 72 hours to like finish it and put it in, to put it out. It's like a little competition, and it's for people that like to do programming and coding and all the things he loves to do, designing a video game. And so you have like 72 hours to create a video game. And it's like a little competition. And there's other people doing it. And like as soon as like 10 o'clock in the morning came the other day, it was like, oh, now they're showing us like what the specs are, what we need to incorporate in the game, what coding languages you need to use and all that. And you have like 5 hours to kind of like, like use your mind and like think about your ideas and how you're going to do it. And then it's like you have like a certain amount of hours to put this game together. And his friend said, "Do you want to do it?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he was all excited. So like for like about a month and a half, actually since the day school got out, he has been like learning new code languages and getting himself ready for like this competition to like create this video game. And he was like all excited about it. And then like 2 days before the event was supposed to happen, he says, "I don't think I'm going to do it." And I said, "Why? Why are you not going to do it?" And he's like, "I don't know. I just don't know if I feel like doing it." And I was like, "Andrew, what is the real," I said, what is the real thing that's worrying you?" And he was like, "Well, what if I'm not able to do it? Like, what if I go there and I fail and I totally flop and like I'm totally like useless at it?" And I said, "You're 15 years old. It's not like you went to college to do this. You're learning this just kind of because you love to learn it and it's like your passion. Of course, you're not meant to be perfect, and you have a lot to learn, but you're not out anything. It doesn't cost you any money." I said, "Does it cost you any money to be in the competition?" No. "So it's just costing your time, and that's it really, like what you're putting into it." And he said, "Yes." And I said, "So what if you were to do this and you totally flopped? What's the worst thing that can happen? You just like don't complete the thing and you totally flopped. But what is the best thing that can happen out of this? What could you do? You're going to learn so many things. Even if you flop, you're going to be learning how to do this. You're going to learn a lot along the way. And if you don't learn a lot, at least you and your friend are going to have 72 hours of fun working together." And so he was like, "Mom, you're right." And so he decided, okay, I'm going to do this. And I dropped him off at his friend's house, and we've been kind of going back and forth because they had to go to sleep and stuff in the meantime. And the first day he came back and he was so excited. He was like, "I wasn't really good at the code part, but I'm good at the animation and the design of the animation. And so my friend is going to be working on the code part because he's like knows more about it. And then I'm learning what he's doing for the next time. And then I'm working on the characters and the design element of the animation." And he's like, "I'm really like loving it." And so like he has his little job in it and his friend has his little job in it, and then they're just putting it together. And today he was so like happy, like telling me all about this, like how excited he was. I'm like, "You having fun?" "I'm having so much fun, Mama. We didn't even stop and eat anything." And then today he is finishing it off with him, and they're going to be they're going to be sending it through. Now, they may not win anything, but at least they completed the task. And they had a lot of fun doing it. And so if I'm going to ask him to do this, to go for it, he needs to see mom going for it too. And so I am going to step up to the plate. This is why I'm coming out and I'm starting to do more videos and starting to talk a little bit more about what I'm doing and where I'm going and how it's going, how I'm working through this, because nobody else is going to do this for me. If I want to do the things that I have to do, the goals that I have, if I would like them to actually manifest, I need to take action. I need to at least try. And if I fail, then I fail. But at least maybe along the way, I'm going to have fun doing it because I'm doing what makes my heart sing. And you never know what the outcome will be at the end of the day. Leave all expectations out the door and just express and go in the flow. And I have all these cards that I had coming out to the last couple of days. I got the elves, and it's all about playfulness. I got laughter. I got meandering pathway, going with the flow, expressing yourself, and how much fun it is to express yourself. I got surrender in the oh no moments. I got keep yourself balanced. When you're feeling a little bit off, renew yourself. Take moments out. Maybe retrieve some of your soul fragments, the ones that stop you from doing what you love. And pick up the sword of light and radically accept that you are all you can be and nothing more. Surround yourself with people who resonate with you. Give back to your community. And above all, respect yourself and your values and what you have is enough. So I'm going to end it there, and I'm just going to send you guys off with some love and light, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Oh, before I say goodbye, I want to just say to you, what in your life makes your heart sing the most? And is there something stopping you from expressing yourself and shining your light? Is it disappointment? Is it expectations of how it's meant to happen? Maybe you need to surrender too. Surrender into the disappointments. Take a deep breath. Go to neutral. And ask if this is something I'm meant to do. I'm open to however it is meant to happen.